news tonight. World Health Organization applauds the FCT administration's response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Kind-spirited individuals reach out to the less privileged at orphanage and IDPs in the spirit of the Salah celebration. And Islamic cleric task Muslims on the need to imbibe lessons of Ramadan fast. A very good evening. Thanks for joining us on NTA Channel 5 News at 7. I am Miriam Emeka Amadi. The World Health Organization has described the FCT administration's response to the COVID-19 pandemic and other public health challenges as one of the best in Nigeria. The country representative for Nigeria, Dr. Walter Mulumba, made this remark when a delegation of WHO paid a visit to the FCT administration to update the FCT Minister, Muhammad Musa Bello, on some key public health issues. Ifeanyi Izumba reports.
Speaking during the visit, the WHO representative for Nigeria, Dr. Mulumba, appreciated the leadership of Muhammad Musa Bello in the ongoing COVID-19 response, which he clearly demonstrates his commitment at attaining the highest state of health for the FCT residents.
We also congratulate your efforts in establishing the modular laboratory through public-private partnership to improve access to testing for COVID-19 and other diseases.
FCT Minister Muhammad Musa Bello hailed the WHO office and the FCT for its successes and pledged the administration support for it and other UN programs within the territory. The minister also made known that emphasis will be placed on budgetary support and counterpart funding in order to improve funding for WHO and other public health-related programs.
We had a huge pool of well-qualified staff at the primary healthcare centers across the area, the FCT, and that have been very helpful. And of course, your cold facilities for storage of all the vaccines for polio have come in very handy for the distribution of the COVID vaccines.
The minister also advised the World Health Organization to continuously engage relevant private sector stakeholders and private donors within the country for improved funding of its polio and other programs. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Izumba, NTA News.
Now, latest on COVID-19 figures from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as of 13th May 2021, indicate no new case of COVID-19 in their city, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 19,848, while active cases stand at 578, and the number of discharged cases in the territory put at 19,104. Sadly, 166 deaths have been recorded in their city. Raising health concerns in the course of Salah celebration, stakeholders in the health sector have advised residents not to throw caution to the wind by disregarding COVID-19 restrictions and safety guidelines put in place as the virus has continued to ravage the world. Hakimat Aliu has the details.
Citing the India experience, where they went ahead with festivities resulting to upsurge in coronavirus cases, Acting Director, FCT Public Health Department, Dr. Abdurrahman Sadiq, cautions the public to strictly adhere to the safety protocols during the Salah celebration and beyond.
People felt because the number have dropped, the weather and so on and so many other misconceptions, we don't have virus again. We are still with the disease. It's not yet over.
It was also emphasized that the drop in confirmed cases of coronavirus is only due to the reduction in the number of persons presenting for the test.
The coming out in mass that we witnessed before for the test is no more there. So the testing rate has dropped, so vis-a-vis the cases that are detected. And that has sent out a false impression that these cases are not there.
As Dr. Sadiq added, no doubt, many would love to celebrate the Eid al-Fitr visiting friends, recreational parks and partying. All these might not be obtainable with the shutdown directive by the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 to avoid any rise in spread of the virus as currently experienced in India and some other parts of the world. In Abuja, Hakimat Aliu, NTA News.
And as Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr, Nigerians are being enjoined to continue to engage in activities that will promote peaceful coexistence. Aisha Obale, who spent time with the Matawalen Gombe's family, reports that it is not only a time to celebrate, but to come together and pray for the unity of the country.
After the 30 days of Ramadan fast, every Muslim is anxious to hear of the sighting of the moon, which heralds the Eid celebration. At the residence of Matawalen Gombe in Garuki area of the FCT, Aliyu Murtala, also the President General Secretary of Arewa Consultative Forum, as well as a former Minister of State for Power, the celebration commenced after the 2 Rakat prayers. While speaking on national issues, he believes politicians have a big role to play in ensuring a peaceful and united nation.
And I think that the politicians must, understand that they cannot rule in chaos. There must be peace first.
One of the guests says it has been a cordial relationship with the family, with the hope that Nigerians will continue to embrace love and tolerance, which is a great virtue.
A resident on the government, provide the enabling environment to ensure that the private sector, really drives the economy.
The home of the Matawales, according to his wife Rukaya, is a place where doors are always opened for all, irrespective of the religious and tribal divide.
I'm so used to doing this because I came from a very large family. I used to entertain people.
People should always maintain and sustain lessons that they learn from Ramadan.
And for all the guests who came around, it will be adjudged a salah worth the while. In Abuja, Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News.
The staff, management and pupils of Sheikh Abubakar Gumi Academy have rolled out drones of celebration to entertain and inform the pupils and parents in the spirit of Salah celebration. Sarafina Okon Omekwe reports that it was a fanfare fiesta.
It was not a dull moment for those children, as they say. The reward for hard work is no longer more work but fun, as they participated in the 30 days fast with their parents.
And it's fun to pass my common entrance.
Different strokes for different folks. While others prayed for continuous celebrations and peaceful Nigeria, Abdul Latif Isa says he prayed to God to help him pass his forthcoming common entrance examination. The day was remarkable and memorable for the children as they engaged in different games and funfair. Prizes were given to outstanding pupils and winners.
After 30 days of fasting, we should come out and celebrate, rejoice, you see, and that's because God loves where there's happiness.
Having an event like this organized by the school is definitely something our kids will want to attend. So I definitely knew my kids will be here because they insisted to be here, and we're here and we're all having a good time.
The ideology behind the celebration, the organizers say, is aimed at entrenching interaction amongst children at different social strata and creating a platform for young Nigerians to interrelate so as to enhance national unity. Serafina Okon Omekwe, NTA News.
Kind-spirited individuals gave up their comfort zones to visit the less privileged and the orphanage in the spirit of Eid al-Fitr celebration. Deborah Gazajimaika captured some of the moments of excitement at the Abuja Children's Home, Karu.
For Hawa Abdullahi Sambo, Salah celebration is never complete until she shares love and gives support to the needy. This period is an opportunity she got with her visits to the Karu Children's Home.
5 or 6, yes, we have been coming every Salah to celebrate the Salah with the children. So honestly, we are doing it on our own We are not under any organization.
Since the beginning of Salah celebration today, we've been receiving visitors, individuals coming to visit us, we the orphans.
Aside Hawa, individuals of like mind were also there to show love to the children.
I've came here to visit my friend because today is Salah. I'm so very happy.
Elsewhere at the internally displaced persons camp Durumi, the mood of the Salah celebration was low-key.
The way we celebrate our Salah today is not like the other years back, because to be sincere, there are some different individuals that donate some relief materials to the camp so that we can celebrate Salah.
The IDPs wish this may be the last time they will be celebrating Salah away from home. From the IDP camp in Durumi, Abuja, Deborah Gazajin Micah, NTA News.
The Sarakin Jiwa Usman Idris celebrated the Eid al-Fitr with his subjects, urging them to adhere strictly to the COVID-19 safety measures as well as be security conscious. Tessa Mary reports that the chief of Imam of Jiwa also enjoins residents to sustain the lesson learned from Ramadan.
The ancient town of Jiwa in Abuja Municipal Area Council came alive as worshippers drove to the mosque in compliance with the FCT safety protocols to observe the 2 rak'at prayers. Sarkin Jiwa Musa Idris and the chairman Abuja Municipal Area Council Abdullahi Adamu Kandido were part of worshippers. The royal band was at hand to add color to the first day of Shawwal. The subjects received blessings from the royal father as he advised them to continue to abide by laid down safety protocols as they celebrate Eid al-Fitr.
We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept our apology, petitions, and accept our ibadat.
It's time for us to also be of sacrifice and useful to the society with love among ourselves, with support among ourselves. That brotherhood, that oneness will be achieved.
Brothers and sisters that just finished their Ramadan fasting and celebrating Eid al-Fitr and Salah Mubarak, that they should go about celebrating their Salah in peace and in harmony.
For the well-adorned women and children ready for the day, they are hopeful to see subsequent celebrations. Aside the act of ibadah, they also used the holiday to unite with family and loved ones. Tessie Omeri, NTA News.
Living a righteous life every day outside Ramadan, Imam Ibrahim Akalumbi says, is what is expected of Muslims throughout their lifetime. This was the focus of his Jummah sermon at the Nafsat Mosque Otako, Abuja. Abdullahi Ajia has the details.
In his Jumat sermon on encouragement and reminder, Ustaz Ibrahim Akalambi says, the worship of Allah is for all seasons without cessation, which entails redoubling efforts towards good deeds.
Quran says, "Wa'budullah, wa'budu rabbak hatta yatiyakal yaqin." Allah tells the Prophet Muhammad, "O Muhammad, continue worshiping me until the death comes to visit you." So it means that Muslims are expected to continue doing all the good deeds that we came up during the month of Ramadan. We should continue doing the same thing.
Spiritual, social and moral lessons exhibited in Ramadan, the cleric arts, should be maintained.
We should not spoil all our art of worship that we did during the month of Ramadan by going back to all our wrongdoing.
In a solemn voice, the worshippers ask Allah for His mercy upon them and to provide solutions to Nigeria's challenges. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Here today, gone tomorrow. 'Cause you're volatile like the water. And you promise what you don't know. Sometimes it's right and then it's so wrong. Them go do like say them why. We promise you the world. My brother all now worship. ball on no be open eye. I should not be water. Can't kill no be letter.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
And now sports. Nigeria Football Federation vows to engage the Super Eagles with friendly games as they await the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers as Real Madrid move to second place on the La Liga table with 2 games in hand. Cynthia Ogun has more on Sports Brief.
Commonwealth Games women wrestling defending champion Blessing Oborodudu has stated that she earnestly wants a medal end to the Tokyo Olympics following the resumption of camping midweek in Bielsa, where they will be camped till early August. Meanwhile, President of the Nigeria Football Federation NFF Amaju Pinnick has confirmed that the Super Eagles will be kept busy with international friendly games in order to keep the boys in good shape ahead of the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Pinnick also affirmed in a statement that the team will engage in a yet-to-be-announced Africa opposition in June. Elsewhere, Real Madrid swatted aside Granada 4-1 on Thursday to move within 2 points of leaders Atletico Madrid on the La Liga table. While Everton's European chase started as they played out a poor goalless draw with Aston Villa at Villa Park and missed a chance to go 6th in the Premier League table. Still in the Premier League, Liverpool breathed new life into their bid for a top 4 finish after a 4-2 victory in their game with Manchester United. However, 2 persons were reportedly arrested following protests outside Old Trafford ahead of the rearranged Manchester-Liverpool game as a large number of United fans gathered outside the stadium, setting up flares and displaying banners that expressed discontent with the Glazer family. With Sports Brief, Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
And just before we go, remember COVID-19 vaccine is free. Please avail yourself the opportunity to be vaccinated. It is an effective way to curtailing the spread of the virus. That's in English translation and local languages is next. Stay with us.
ma agbaje we shaje o na salaye fún la godi adagba bayi wa na ba sha ba da wo mi su praise ayuba wonu agba na bayi gai ai gbadagun na lafiya tuntun shi ba labo lawo kinzin da gwamnati untu mana ba shi lo untu corona ya san gbogbo to fi bo na do na ya san aje ba da be da inga gwamnati kinzin na ya na lo na godu akin aje lo in ya san tuntun ye shi bo ye hwi atutu ifa ya zamba wada inga Dr. Walter Molambo no be da lonu sanu an gbadagun be ekinsi na minister Mohammed Musa Bello ngabi nwa attention ba minister ba daba nge wo ba shi ba haitu wakala wa Abdullahi ya sambo wodnalo wada nge awe fata da wo fun to we abma azajun nya nwo chelo azela ba ta peshi nkaru akuwi ajiban be la godiya lo durumi gwamnati alubu aza ayewa ba majiye na nsala ayo fanse kwen ba gan baba che agaba mba che lo be feche shi ala kun ya Ramadan saye no be shi be biege nsala gan bie Ibrahim a kalambi be da sanu nwo be gin juma yi sala busi enasfat nkwala nkizin da yakwayin utakwayin Abdullahi jiya wada inga sala gan bie wela be mi kan inga sala shi igwo washin be feche sa sa hafi aduru tege Ramadan sa gban kakala baya kushe ko yigiwe ya mi ina abanu ko ibo mba gi jelo mboy ntiga abanu ko ba ko ganga nkiye ko ya magbaje iba ja da we ko na she kwasi yi saisu.
Masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da sallah a takaice kamar yadda aka saba ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Hukumar lafiya ta duniya WHO ta bayyana yadda hukumar birnin tarayya ta ɗauki ƙwararan matakan daƙile yaduwar corona da sauran ƙalubalen lafiya a matsayin mafi kyau a faɗin ƙasar nan. Wakilarmu Ifayin Ezumba ta labarta mana cewa wakilin hukumar na Najeriya Dr. Walter Molombo shi ne bayyana haka a lokacin da tawagar hukumar ta kai ziyara ga hukumar birnin tarayya domin su yi wa ministan ƙarin haske akan wasu muhimman batutuwa na lafiyar al'ummar ƙasa. A yayin gudanar da shagulgula da bakukuwan sallah, mutane masu kirki da jin kai ne kadai ke kai ziyara ga masu ƙaramin ƙarfi da gidajen marayu domin sanya farin ciki a zukatansu. Wakilarmu Dabera Gazaji Maika ta haɗo mana rahoto cewa ga Hauwa Abdullahi Sambo da sauran bayan Allah masu tausayi da farar aniya, bikin sallah ba zai taɓa yin armashi ba har sai sun taɓa rayuwar marasa galihu. A nasihar sallar Juma'ar yau a masallacin Juma'a na ƙungiyar Musulmi ta Nafsat da ke Otako a nan birnin Abuja, limamin masallacin Ibrahim Akalambi ya bayyana ci gaba akan turbar aikata daidai a kodayaushe shine abin da ake tsammani daga kowanne musulmi bayan watan Ramadan. Wakilin Abdullahi Ajiya ya kawo mana rahoto cewa aikata kyakkyawa da gujewa mummuna ɗabi'a ce ta musulmi a kodayaushe ba sai a watan azumi kaɗai ba, inda ya ja hankulan al'umma da su lallanka ayyukan alheri a yanzu fiye da a watan Ramadan domin ribatuwa da daɗin duniya da kyakkyawan ƙarshe a ranar sakamako. To ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan, sai kuma gobe idan rai ya kai, Allah ta tashe mu lafiya.
N'akụkọ ụwa nke taa, aha m bụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Gere akụkọ anyị jiri bịa n'uhuruchi a. Otu na-ahụ maka ahụike mba ụwa niile WHO n'aha ịchafụ bekee etoola gọọmenti isi ala anyị ma kwuo na ha bụ ọkaibe n'ụzọ ha si lụso nje korona nakwa ọrịa ndị ọzọ ọgụ. Ifeanyi Ezumba wetara akụkọ na onye na-anọchite anya WHO n'ala anyị, Dọkịta Walter Molumbo, kpughere nke a mgbe ọ gara isi ala anyị ịkọwara minista isi ala anyị Muhammad Musa Bello ihe dị iche iche banyere ahụike. Minista isi ala anyị n'aka nke ya tọkwara ụlọọrụ a ma kwekwa ha nkwa na gọọmenti isi ala anyị ga-akwado ha oge ọbụla. Ọtụtụ ndị nwere obiọma agaala n'ogige ụmụaka na-enweghị nne na nna nakwa ndị na-enweghị ebe obibi iji merube emume Idil Fitr afọ a. Debra Gazaji Maika wetara akụkọ na ọtụtụ ndị nọnyere ụmụaka na-enweghị nne na nna na karụ maka emume Sala, ebe Abdullahi Sambo kwupụtara na ya anaghị ahapụ ịga n'ebe dị otu a mgbe ọbụla ha na-eme ememe Sala. Ọ kwekwara nghọta na ọtụtụ ndị gara n'ogige ndị na-enweghị ebe obibi na durumi maka ememe nke ha. Ibi ndụ na-enweghị ihe ọjọọ bụ ihe dị oke mkpa na ndụ ndị okpukpe Islam. Abdullahi Ajiya mgbe o sonyere na Nafsat Mosque dị na Utako wetara akụkọ na ọ bụ ihe onye imam ha Ibrahim Akalambi jiri mere isiokwu taa mgbe ha na-ekpe ekpere Jumat dịka ha na-ekpe n'abalị ise ọbụla kwa izuụka ọbụla. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebirikwa anyị n'ihe oge a echi niile. Ndewo.
ẹ kú dédé wòye o, ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn. Mobọ́lájí Martin ni oníròyìn. Aṣojú ètò ìlera tàgbáyé ní orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà dókítà Walter Mulumbo bí ó ti ṣíwájú ìrìn àjò sí ìjọba ìlú Àbújá sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé ìgbésẹ̀ tó dára jùlọ ní ìjọba ìlú Àbújá gbé láti gbógun ti àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn COVID-19. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Fáyìn Zumba ròyìn wípé pàtàkì ìrìn àjò òun ni láti fi tó aláṣẹ ìlú Àbújá Muhammadu Musa Bello létí àti láti gbé òṣùbà fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tó gbéṣe lásìkò ìṣòro ọ̀hún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni aláṣẹ Bello gba àjọ ọ̀hún ní ọ̀pọ̀ ìmọ̀ràn lórí àwọn ètò gbogbo. Ọ̀pọ̀ tí Olúwa bùkún tí wọ́n sì ní ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run lọ́kàn fi ibùgbé wọn sílẹ̀ láti lọ bá àwọn ọmọ tí kò ní òbí ṣe ọdún ayẹyẹ ìtúnu àwẹ̀. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Deborah Kajaji Maika ṣe alábàápàdé lára àwọn onínúure ọ̀hún ní ilé àwọn ọmọ tí kò níyà tó ń bẹ ní agbègbè Karu l'Àbújá. Hawa Abdullahi Sambo, ọ̀kan lára àwọn onínúure ọ̀hún, sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé ayẹyẹ ò lè dùn láì náwó rẹ̀ sí àwọn tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó fún láwùjọ. Ìgbé ayé òtítọ́ lóòrèkóòrè lẹ́yìn oṣù Ramadan ló yẹ fún mùsùlùmí òdodo àti títí ayé. Èyí ni kókó ọ̀rọ̀ nínú wàásù Jímọ̀ tòní ní mọ́ṣáláṣí NAFTA tó ń bẹ ní agbègbè Utako l'Àbújá. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Abdullahi Ajia ròyìn wípé Ustaz Ibrahim Akalambi tẹ̀síwájú wípé sísìn Ọlọ́run ọba jẹ́ ohun tó ṣe pàtàkì púpọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ nínú oṣù Ramadan. Ètò ọ̀hún gbóhùn sókè sí Ọlọ́run ọba kí ó ṣí ojú àánú rẹ̀ wo gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè àti orílẹ̀-èdè ní àpapọ̀. Tó a ò rí jù báyìí lọ́sẹ̀ títí ọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀. Ojúmọ́ ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.